Hey guys, how are you? Welcome back. It's me, your host, Hebot, and this is another episode of Toys in My Closet. And today we have a colossal unboxing and hopefully review of none other than the Eternia playset from the Masters of the Universe Origins. Now, this was a crowd-funded project, and Eternia was one of the final pieces that was made back in the 80s, late 80s, early 90s for the Masters of the Universe vintage toy collection line. And I was one of the few persons and kids in my neighborhood that was actually lucky and blessed enough to get this piece that my parents got for me for Christmas that very winter. Now, I used to have pictures, I believe my aunts may still have it, where I was actually side by side to this, playing with it and opening it up on Christmas Day. I hope in the future I can obtain them to maybe show them to you guys so you can see that I did have it. Now, quick story about my Masters of the Universe original vintage collection is that as I grew older and got a little bit more in my teenage years, my parents got heavily invested in church, in the Pentecostal religion. And because of that, they tried to stray me away from certain toys, especially when they had snakes and serpents, which Eternia does. They have a whole faction, because in the Bible, it says that serpents are a representation of the devil. And because of that, they were telling us, right, and the church and the messaging that evil spirits can hide behind some of these, materialistic figures, because it's something that I idolize because I play with them. And of course, when you're young, you're not thinking about anything evil. You don't really have any malice. You don't really have any bad thoughts. But I understand my parents' position because they were older and they were in church, invested heavily. And I don't say that it was a bad thing, because it wasn't bad. But I do think it's something that might be kind of carried away because of the fact that these are supposed to be just toys for kids to have fun and to use their imagination. And back in the days, they would do all types of stuff to make them look different. And one thing that stood out with Masters is that a lot of the characters and creations were made out of actual living creatures that turn into kind of a man's in man form. They would have a skunk man, a crocodile man, a lobster man. You guys get the idea. And that was the whole theme behind Masters of the Universe. Now, Eternia is really supposed to be the planet. So I guess they were trying to do a fun toy that represented the planet, but in a playset form or kind of a castle form. So that's what made it different. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, this playset back then was only made in a small, limited amount of, as far as how many they made. So there weren't a lot out there. So right now, to get the original ones that were the vintage ones, it's very difficult and very expensive, especially if you find one mint unboxed and graded. They go for, as far as I've seen, up to $3,000, $4,000, $6,000. Now, Mattel decided, since they brought back the vintage line in a brand new form, with a new format of articulation and even better, extended play features and things of that nature, sculpt, coloring. They wanted to do something to bring it back, to give people the opportunity that were collecting He-Man back then that probably didn't get a chance to get the original one, to have an opportunity to bring it back to life and have it in their collection all these years later in their homes. So they did a crowdfund. And the crowdfund basically is made to pay as you order. So as many people has pre-ordered it, was as many as were able to get it. But there was a caveat. And the caveat was that they needed to make and reach a certain amount of units that were made or pre-ordered, right? Or promised with the crowdfunding in order to get it done, to put it into production, because it cost a lot of money to just put it in production and put it in stores because it's a big, big piece. And most stores don't want to give the shelf space to something this big, and that's why it costs so much money. So I believe the goal was 8,000 or 9,000 pieces. That's what they needed to reach. And they reached it and much more. And because they did that, you also were promised to get some other figures that came with the playset. Now, for what I understand to this point, only some people got King Grayskull, the Revelations version, in Origins form, and then you were supposed to get the other character, which I completely forgot his name at the moment, which is like a wizard that was never made, and he's coming later on. I haven't gotten even my King Grayskull. I don't know if it's because it was only the people that did the pre-order first, or the first 3,000, 4,000, 2,000. I don't remember. I thought that when you do a crowdfund, once it reaches its goal, whoever still participates still qualifies to get the figures. I don't know how it works. So if anybody that knows how it works and you know exactly the details on it, put it down in the description and comment sections below, because I don't remember. So to this point, I don't have it. But a lot of people have gotten it, which is, kind of a bummer. But again, here we go with the Eternia playset. And as you can see, it's a beautiful representation of the actual original artwork. Difference being that they added new characters and new dynamics and coloring. So we can zoom in a little bit just so that you can see. And I will come on this section here and show you this is the main tower. This is Grayskull Tower, and this is Snake Tower, which is representative of Snake Mountain, which you see over here. And then you see Castle Grayskull there. And what I think the theme was with this when they did it, the artwork, which I forgot who did it. I think it was Nate Barch who did this artwork. I'm not sure. But the theme around it is that it's basically showing you all the characters that are left to complete the vintage line in Origins. So as you see up here, we have the girl with the bow arrow, which I do know that she was part of one of the, figures that was supposed to come out. In Pixel Dan's review, he says her name. I forgot what her name is. Then you see King Grayskull, the Revelations version here. The Grizzlord is here, which Grizzlord was the first mainline character that you had to get through Matty Collectors, via Mattel Creations rather, through a pre-order. Then we just got recently the Rock-On. As you see right here, we got Extendar, which he's one of the ones that was already shown, but hasn't made to be available yet. Then we have here Stondar. Back here we have the Bashosaurus, which I hope they make the vehicle, because they haven't made a lot of vehicles. Stinkor was already one of the main ones that was made. Battle Cat, this snake-looking character, these Horde Trooper-looking characters, one of the robots from the actual filmation, but in red, Hero, which I think he hasn't been made yet, the Molt Monster, laser-powered He-Man, laser-powered Skeletor. Then you have the new Snake Men that go with the also other pre-order Snake Serpent Queen. I forget her name as well at the moment, but I have her. You were able to pre-order her. That's one of her minions with the snake that he represents this tower. This is King Hiss. Then you have Mantisaur here. Hordak is riding him. Then over here you see that they have Modulok with Multibot's head. It's a mixture of Modulok and Multibot together, which we haven't gotten either one of those. Then you see what's his name? Blast Attack, right here. You see Twistoid right there. Cyclone right there, which is one of the next ones that also supposed to come. But I don't see the other one that goes with Twistoid and the other one. His Ying, the other character that they made in Mattel, in the Mattel Classics. He came in a 2-pack where you can transform them in their smaller kind of spinning mode, but also give them legs to make them an actual figure, which was, I think, a tremendous option that they did that. And you see here the Stone of Power that was on Grayskull, that came with, I think it was Hero in Classics as well. It's part of the playset. So up here it says ages 24 and up, adult collector, ultimate battleground comes to life, and the very classic Masters of the Universe logo. The artwork is phenomenal. My box didn't come damaged. It had a little damage here, but that was me that did that. And then it had a small damage in the back that you can't see. And a lot of people have been complaining because they said, oh, if you paid almost $600 with tax and shipping for this piece, that they should have done a better job with the packaging. And to be honest, they did a really good job with the packaging. But the bigger they go with the packaging, the more expensive it would have been. So they did it as big as they could with the protections in the corner to protect it on both top and bottom. But my sons, they work at UPS, and they said that that's not Mattel's fault. That's where the packages go. There's a lot of guys that work there, people that work there, what they do is they just throw the boxes, kick them, they just fling them. They don't care, even if they're big. And that's where the damage comes from. But I don't think it's necessarily all Mattel's fault. I think it's mainly the carriers that brought this. So let's put this down real quick, like so. Bring it down. It's a very wide box. And as you'll see here, I'm gonna go around it, and you're gonna see that they have beautiful color pictures and promotional shot of what you can do as far as play features with the play set. This is the set fully intact with the little skyrise, I guess, I forget what it's called, trolley that goes around, and it's battery operated. This is the one that you can put for prisoners to throw them down into the prison. And this is one that you can change. It's basically a gun where you can put a figure and he shoots out, and you can use it as attack mode when you're playing as a kid, of course. Then this shows you the feature where you can put characters and trap them either with his hands that are functionalized with one of these two things, or you can put him in the mouth like he's eating or being eaten by the main tower. Then here you see that it has the back part of the main tower where it's, you can see the figures where it has an elevator, it has a control room where any figure can sit and look at the control panel, and then a battle session control room where you can, practice, and they have, it actually has a piece of, almost looks like a horde trooper where you can, punch on them and use them as a punching bag. Then the last one here is the snake tower, where in the original, the snake tower would only go left and right. In this one, with the lever in the back of it, not only does it go left and right, but the snake tower can go down in any position as the trolley is passing by, so it can attack whoever's in it and give you another play feature as a kid. So what we'll do here is I'll bring it back up. It's a little bit uncomfortable because the box is really big. bring it back up, and then we'll turn it around really fast. And you guys can take a look right there. There is none other than the classic style of all the packagings of back in the day with any type of He-Man set. What they would do is, with any of these, any He-Man set, it would have a black and white, almost pencil style artwork of the toys in action form set together. You see Castle Grayskull, the Point Dread, Snake Mountain, Thor, the gun that goes on the top, the flags, everything. And this is the character here, the old man that you're supposed to get right here, which I hope I at least get him. Here's another Snake character that's new, that hasn't been made, that is part of her crew, and the other one that represents this tower. And I guess this is Zoar and Screech. And then it has a little synopsis. In the bio synopsis, that's where I have the rip on mine, you see? Which is unfortunate. Where it goes, eons ago, before Castle Grayskull ever existed, 3 magnificent and magical towers sank into the depths of the ancient realms of Eternia, meaning the underground. So this existed before these two, and they gave an origin to it, a story, and made it make sense within the He-Man world, universe, and lore, which is a fantastic thing. Now, it says here too, the place where the laser battles top center tower, it says, for use with your entire Masters of the Universe Origins collection. So then, obviously, in the spine, you see just another picture of it, right? In, like, you know, with the Masters of the Universe font. Also, in that pencil style with the picture of the set. And then on the other side of the spine, it's the same way, which is the same thing. You see? It's the same exact thing. Same artwork, and then that. Now, what's different about this set, right, and this packaging from others, or from the original, is that the original opened up here on the side. So when you open the original, it would be from the side, but that's not how it was made here. Oh, look, and even in the bottom, they gave it an artwork. What they did, though, is they put the front of it, and they put the back side so you can see the back part of it. What they did different with this one is, this is actually a fold-up box. So all you do is you fold it up like so, like this. This is how they do it. So I have some stickers here. Hold on. Let's see if I can take it out without messing up the actual box. Oh boy. I needed an X-Acto knife. Sorry about that, guys. Give me a second, bear with me. There you go. And there you go. Now, the nice thing about this is, okay, if you have the space and you're trying to keep the box, you can keep the box on. But in this case, you wouldn't really have to, because what they did that was really nice, and that was kind of unexpected because they didn't say they were going to do that, is they actually provided you with a big lithograph style artwork of the front of the box. And this is nice thick stock paper that feels thick. It's not going to break or get damaged or fold. And it has like a lithograph style, meaning that when you move it, it looks like if it's doing battle, but it's really trying to give you the illusion of the sky being on fire and things like that. But this is a really nice touch that Mattel said they weren't going to do, but they did. So you have that comes with it. Then the sticker sheet, which me personally, I would have preferred them to have sculpted all this, but this probably would have brought up the price another $200 because of all the sculpting that would have had to do. Because there's a lot of stickers. Plus it comes with the instruction sheet, and it comes with this here, the comic book with the story. I'm not gonna open it right now, but you guys get the idea. Then a nice cardboard to the front so that you can protect it. And then it comes in segments. So what they did was they made it into sections for each tower. And this is what it looks like when you have it inside of the box for each tower. So each tower has its own dedicated box, as you can see there. Yes, it is very nice because on top of that, what they did, as you can see, is not only did they take the time to give you artwork all over the box, but they did each box with an individual artwork. So if you want to pull out the first central tower, here you go. You have a nice piece of art right in front of it for the central tower. And then it tells you on the side of the central tower, it shows you right there how many pieces go for this central tower to make sure that you have all your pieces and you can count it when you open it up, which is a very good, very nice touch. And like I said, if you open it up, it's all taped up. Oh man, I didn't know it was taped up. I need to do it probably with my nails. Let's see. And I do it with my nails. I don't know. Let's see, ladies and gentlemen. Nope, I cannot. So, again, bear with me. This is going to be a little long intro, but it is what it is. It's a big piece, right? So, it comes with the territory. It's part of the nature of the beast when it comes to something as big as this. So, really fast. I thought I'd much rather would have been more prepared, but I didn't realize that it was taped when I saw any of the reviews. I was just trying to enjoy, the unboxing. So, here we go. So for me, I just fold them in like that, and there you go. So, you open it up. Let's do that for now, no matter. And everything is nice and, packed in like so. And my fear is though, once I build it, because I'm in the process of moving right now, so I kind of want to hold off on building it. So my fear is that if I build it, I can't take it apart. That's really the only fear I have. So I don't want to really build it. So what I'll do is, I'll just put this up and now put it on the side like so. Then this is the other one that's here in the middle. That was basically like this. And if you see, it says Masters of the Universe Origins presents Eternia of the Ultimate playset. And this comes with all the other accessories that go in the castle, like the weapons rack, the guns, the ladder, the flags, the chains, and all of the, clips to do the track. So again, same thing here. Open it up, and then this one is the Great Skull Tower. Same thing, you open it up, pull it out. Can't really do it. Let's see. You open it up like so. Same thing here. Let's see. Sorry about that, ladies and gentlemen. Just want to make sure I kind of show you. Beautiful artwork, and then in there is packed in nice, and these look big. They look pretty big. Let me see. Can I pull this one out? Just to give you an idea how big one of the towers is. This is all one piece. I pull this out, like so, and you see the size of just one of the towers, which is pretty significant. just to give you guys an idea. Put it back in here. Moment. So, oh boy. Here we go. This piece here fell. Put that in there. Whoop. Close it. And again, like the other ones, it has what comes with that towel on this side. Then the last but not least one, this is the snake one, as you can see. Again, shows the stuff there on the side, same thing. And then this one, I believe, is for boxes and vertical. And there we go. And this one is for the actual turret going around, which I don't know if this one tape? No, this is tape. I can give you guys an idea what it looks like. And here's the original one here. Looks really nice and solid. Nice and new. Smells fantastic, right? We'll put this back here. So make sure that it fits. So this one here. This is the other one. Which again, you can see nice and big, and new. Put that back in there. This is try to be as quick as possible and save some time. Please bear with me, guys. Like I said, this is a process. But yeah, that's the one for artwork and tells you everything that it comes with. And then the last one that was in here is this one is basically for the space. These are just empty boxes for space, as you can see. But the last one it comes with is with the actual molt monster that was made into a figure that articulates. And you see how nice it is. And the box art, which is a nice touch even in the top. Window box opening on the side. And in the original, and the artwork. On the original, this here, this thing here, the molt monster, was basically molded on or sculpted on the actual Eternia set itself. So, guys, there it is. There is the unboxing so far for the Eternia playset. And like I said, this playset comes with a lot of things, right? With a lot of things. So, you know, you don't want it. You don't want it to really get, you don't want it to get damaged or whatever. So everything else, whatever. I'm just trying to stand it up right for you guys. Again, you have the picture again here. And like I said, this is, oh, one more thing. Right here, they give special thanks to everybody and all the names and people like Alex Jimenez, right? Roy Juarez, that were involved with the actual project. A lot of people were involved. And that's nice that they gave the homage and thanks here to the people that were involved. So guys, there it is. There is what comes inside of the Eternia set. Right? Like so. Put that there. Let's put this here on top. And this here. And we can put this here. Do it this way. Here it is. there's what comes with the Eternia playset. And then, of course, like I said, it shows you right in the very beginning of the opening. Here is the sticker sheet, and which goes here, and then the wonderful, wonderful artwork, like so. So guys, there you have it. Now, what I'll do is hopefully put it all together. Once I have it all together, in all of its glory, I'll show you guys what it looks like, instead of putting you through the process and tedious procedure of showing you every single piece and how you put it together. I'll put the whole thing, which you guys probably seen already to death, with all the people that already have unboxed this and reviewed this. I'm pretty sure you've seen it to death, but this is my story. I did have Eternia, but like I said, my parents, when they got involved with church, they gave it away when I wasn't paying attention, when I'm more teenager, and I was involved with other things. They put it away. They gave it to one of my father's family members' children. And one day when I went to their home to visit them, I noticed all my toys, and I got really upset because they were close and very dear to my heart. And I wanted to keep them for when I was older, right? To just have them and maybe give them to my kids or my grandkids. And that never happened. So I had to start from scratch and do it all over. And if you guys are interested in hearing more of that story, you can. I was part of the Playtime Masters, shameless plug. I was part of the Playtime Masters documentary. You guys can check it out on playtimemasters.com. And I was part of the internet interview with the director. I forgot his name at the moment. Forgive me for that. But I am there, and I do say my story, and I do show my collection in the background, and I explain how it all went down when I lost my collection when I was a kid. So guys, stay tuned, sit back, relax, enjoy a digital drink, and this is going to be a grandiose unboxing and review of the Masters of the Universe Eternia playset from Origins. And the nice thing is, Mattel did it a little bit bigger, scaled it a little bit bigger, so that you could actually use it with your classics and your Masterverse, according to what they said, which is a nice touch. And we'll hopefully see that as we go through the review and do comparisons. I'll see you guys real soon in the blink of an eye. So I'll see you then.